Makenshi nakuze numva amazina make hari abagabo benshi bagiye muri politike ya Congo. Akenshi hari amazina menshi agenda agaruka, Bazarias Ruberwa, Bamozi Nyarugabo na Charles Bisengimana. Ni nk'abo bantu batatu twavuga bahagarariye ubwoko bwacu nyine kubuvugira cyangwa nyine bazwi. Ariko nkuko mubizi mwese muri hano bari kugenda basaza, kandi simbona nyine abantu benshi mu rubyiruko nyine bari muri politics cyangwa se mu minsi iri imbere batagihari cyangwa se bashashe ngo babitarenze. Simbona nyine muri twe urubyiruko abantu nyine bashobora kutuhagararira. So my message ni kuvuga ngo mureke tuzabe Bazarias Ruberwa, Charles Bisengimana, Bamozi Nyarugabo b'ubwoko bwacu. Imagine if we had lawyers, engineers, nyine doctors basubira iwacu baka hospital, clinics yo kuvura bene wacu, lawyer titugiye gusa umuntu umwe nk'umulawyer umwe, nyine tugire benshi, atari kuvuga ngo that one person ni userukira ubwoko bwose. Dukeneye ngo tuzabe abantu benshi, tuba abantu bakomeye muri kino gihugu. Kandi nkavuga ko ubumenyi tuzabonera hano ntimukazabukoreshe gusa hano mwabuboneye, muzabusubize n'iwanyu mu gice mukora iwanyu. So mureke tuve hasi twese twige, duteze ubwoko bwacu imbere. Nitugomba guhagarara kino nicyo gihe cyacu. So nimuhaguruke mwige, mufite chance yo kuja kwiga, kandi nimwige nimwe muzubaka iwanyu, mugahindura n'amateka yanyu. Kandi munareke dukunda ubwoko bwacu, tuvuganire mu gitondo n'ijoro, nawe uzatubwira atari twe twivugiye. So ubumenyi twabonera hano nibwo bwafasha iwacu. So natinze cyane, ndashimira mwese urubyiruko mwitabiye, shimiye n'ababyeyi bacu bakomeje kudukundisha ubwoko bwacu no kutubwira amateka yacu. Njyewe ku giti cyanje nyakuriye tabona ko nagize opportunity yo kwigira yo kuba iwacu cyangwa se ngumenye ibintu byinshi, ariko kubera nyine ibintu bigenda biwacu byatumye ngira nyine bimbabaza cyane ku buryo mvuga ngo I have to stand up for my people, you know, ngomba kugira ikintu nyine ngomba gukora ubwoko bwanje, you know. Yeah. So nibyo navuga, ndashimira mu organizer wino event yantumiye, Kazungu, thank you so much. N'abandi bose mfatikanyije. So mbere ko ndangiza, there's a game I want to play with you guys, kandi ndashaka musubize mufite energy. So ndavuga ngo rubyiruko mwese musubizemo nitwebwe imbaraga z'ubwoko, kandi turasoma 5, kandi muvuga mufite energy nyinshi. Rubyiruko nta energy mufite. Rubyiruko I need energy, come on. Rubyiruko so nizere ko ino message mwabishije. Mwese mufite opportunity yo kuja kushuri, muje ku ishuri mwige, muteze ubwoko bwanyu imbere. Muteze ubwoko bwacu imbere. Ubumenyi twabonera hano timukaza, you know, hari ukuntu umuntu yigira mu mahanga. Ubwo bumenyi ubonye keneye ko buno bumenyi tuzabonera muri kino gihugu tuzabutwara n'iwacu. Nimba uri engineer, kubera iki iyo bumenyi bw'ubuengineering wabonye ko kutabutwara iwanyu? Why not? You know, tamabara badufite iwacu, for example, tabarabara riva ku ndondo rija mu Minembwe tari hari. So abo ngabo biga engineering, muzafata ubwo bumenyi mufite hano, mubwende mubyaza umusaruro n'iwanyu. Yes, murakoze cyane.
Rubyiruko muracafite imbaraga nke. Rubyiruko ako abasore energy. Rubyiruko hano ni nko ku ndondo, nta muzalendo uri hano. Rubyiruko abantu barakonje ni mwebwe benshi rubyiruko ubwo muri abakecuru mwebwe n'abasaza abayarata mu rubyiruko sibyo barakoze cyane tugiye bambwiye ngo tuze kuvanga indimi tuze gushiramo n'ikinyamurenge kugira ngo abatoya bazaza biga ikinyamurenge siko ntabwo uvuga ngo buriya batazi ikinyamurenge neza ko baravuga ngo urubyiruko ubwo nyine harimo akisayindi barakoze cyane mu nyemere n'ubundi tuze kwakira Elizabeth ari buza gukurikira welcome mumukubitira amashi
Can I get something like I want to put my phone. I don't want to put it. Huh? Yeah, don't. Yeah, right there. Okay. Hi guys, my name. Okay. My name is Elizabeth Nyonsenga, and I'm from Democratic Republic of Congo. I'm from South Kivu, and I'm here today because we have issues we need to talk about. Talking helps us understand what's happening so we can find solutions. First, we need to support each other by sharing our stories. When someone speaks, we should listen to them and support them. Sharing what happens to us helps others understand our lives better. Next, let's make sure everyone knows about our problems. You can talk to friends, family, or neighbors. And also use internet. Social media is a very great way to spread the word. Young people, please also speak up. You're the future. You have big ideas and fresh ideas. When you share your thoughts, people listen. And it can be a big difference. We need to work together to push for change. Talk to leaders and join groups that are working to help. Together we have a strong voice. Speaking up isn't always easy because some people may not want to listen or they just don't care what you have to say. But we can't give up because our voices matter. And we deserve to be heard. When we speak up, it shows that we're strong and we care about our community. And that we want a better future for all Banyamulenge and all the Congolese Tutsis. So let's all promise to speak up. Let's help each other, use our voices, and work together to make sure everyone hears us so we can build a better future for everyone because we deserve it. I mean, why you as a person or as a Munyamurenge or as a Congolese Tutsis keep quiet when your people are being killed for no reason, innocent people. As a Munyamurenge, you shouldn't keep quiet when those are your people. Our silence only allows problems to continue. Speaking up is how we protect and support each other. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Elizabeth. Oh, sorry. Munyemere n'ubundi tuze kwakira Jeanette nawe araduha ibyo yaduteguriye kandi thank you usoje kuvuga adusavingiye umwanya. Welcome, Jeanette.
Ndabaramukije mwese muraho amakuru. Kubatumva ikinyamurenge. Hi guys, how are you doing? You sure? You good? Okay. Okay. All right. I'm a little nervous, but I mean, I'm only human. Okay? Rekambanza nivuge. My name is Janet Kamariza. I was born in Democratic Republic of Congo, DRC for short, South Kivu specifically, in the village of Bibogobogo. Two beautiful parents that are right there. To my handsome dad, to my beautiful mom, thank you so much for raising me. Especially with my mom, you know, being the backbone of our family, because my dad have health issues, so he doesn't, you know, work or drive or do any of that stuff. So my mom has been, she's a hero to me, guys. And I thank her so much for everything she's done for me and my brothers and my siblings. Sorry, guys. I might get emotional. I'm not gonna cry because, you know, my makeup is gonna be messed up. So I don't want you guys to see me looking like a clown, you know? But I had a great chance of growing up in Congo for a couple years. When I say a couple years, I mean like as a toddler, you know, from 5 to about 6. And I have some great memories, which are not so many. I remember, you know, living with my grandparents and my uncles, you know, and as a family in Congo, if you know how it was orchestrated, you would live with people of your family, like your parents, your uncles, your grandparents. That's just how it was for me. And I remember you know, with my dad going to hospitals literally almost every month. So he was never actually there to see some of us being birthed. He was away in the hospital, either in Burundi, Rwanda, you know, places like that, or somewhere else in Bukavu, and hospitals. So some of us, you know, he didn't get a chance to see coming into the earth. But before that, my dad was a soldier. He was a great soldier. He tells me all those stories all the time. And last week, he was telling me how, you know, he would come home and, you know, because they would go and come back, and sometimes my family would not expect to see him come back. You know, sometimes they would go and a war would happen, and then they would think that he's, you know, not alive anymore. But, you know, sometimes he would surprise my family and come back home. And, you know, after he got married to my mom, he got sick, unfortunately. And so it's been like that for the past 25 years. But my mom has always been there doing everything, you know. And as a woman, having a husband who's sick, because remember, the husband is the provider. The husband is the one that provides for the family. The husband is literally the head of the family, you understand? So without the husband being there to lead and guide the family, it's somehow, you know, hard. But people will actually get in my mom's ears and tell her, you can leave him, right? You're still young. You can leave him. But she didn't choose that because she's a strong woman. And she believes that she got with him for a reason because she truly loved him. And even now, she's still loving him. She's still providing for all of us. She's still doing everything, especially for his family. She loves his family more than, I even sometimes feel like she loves his family more than she loves her own family. Because they've depended on her for so long, even now. But that's not what I want to get into. I want to get into my parents' marriage, and our family, our family matters. But I just wanted to thank my parents for raising me and my siblings. Even after everything that they've been through together, they're still here and they still want a good future for us, My mom is working very hard every day to put food on our table, to clothe us. Sometimes mom still buy me clothes, guys. Before I had a job, she would provide me with everything, and me and my siblings. So I'm very glad that my parents are still alive to witness me become who I am today. I want to thank my dad for everything he did for our country and his people, because he's my hero as well. He's a hero to me, Many other people might not know him like other great heroes in Congo who fight for Banyamulenge, but just because he's, not as known doesn't make him any less of a hero. He's a huge hero to me, at least to me. That's how I see it. And yeah, let me get into my message. I started with my mother because my message is about women. My message is about women today, and I want you guys to listen carefully. I don't want noise. I want you guys to be quiet so you can hear exactly what I'm talking about. And I've noticed that there's a bunch of guys in here more than the girls, the ladies actually. So I want you guys to hear this message. Today, I want to talk about something that's really important to me, and I hope it will be to you too. It's about menstrual hygiene management. We all know how important it is to have access to basic things like sanitary pads, clean water, and private facilities. But for Banyamulenge women and girls, these things are a luxury they can't afford. Because of the conflict and displacement, many women and girls are struggling to manage their periods with dignity. They're forced to use makeshift solutions like clothes or leaves, and they often miss school or work because they don't have access to clean facilities. This is unacceptable. But what's remarkable about Banyamulenge women is that despite the challenges they face, they don't need or depend on technology to survive. Instead, they work incredibly hard to provide for their families and communities. They're the backbone of their households, and their resilience is inspiring. That's exactly what I said with my mom. She's the backbone of our family. These women are true heroes. They're fighting against all odds to ensure their families are fed, clothed, and safe. They're the ones who walk for miles to fetch water, who work in fields to grow food, and who care for their children in love and dedication. We need to do something to support these women and girls. We need to make sure that all women and girls have access to affordable, quality sanitary products. We need to improve our facilities and provide clean water and private spaces for managing menstruational hygiene. But it's not just about providing products and facilities. It's also about changing our attitudes and beliefs. We need to educate our communities about menstrual hygiene, health, and rights. We need to reduce stigma and promote empowerment. Menstruation is a natural part of life to women, and it's time we start treating it as such. We need to create a society where women and girls can manage their periods without, having shame or fear. So let's work together to make sure that all Banyamulenge women and girls manages their menstruation with dignity. Let's provide them with the support they need to live healthy, productive lives. We can make a difference, and we must take action now. We can start by raising awareness about menstrual hygiene and management, which I'm doing right now. We can support organizations that support sanitary products and facilities to work to women and girls in need. We can advocate for policies that promote menstrual hygiene and health. Together, we can create a bright future for Mulenge women and girls. A future where they can live with dignity, pursue their dreams, and reach their full potential. Let's take the first step today and make menstrual hygiene management a priority. And let's give these incredible women the recognition they deserve as heroes of our community. You know, about women, our Banyamulenge women, not depending, you can forget Kinyamulenge. Sorry for the people who don't understand. Nindu tuvu Kinyamulenge han? Tawe? That's good. Okay, they can forget Kinyamulenge. Uzi, jewe nababwiye ngo nakuriye muri Congo imyaka mitoya cyane. Navuye nkiri umwana. Nakuriye mu Bugande. I grew up in Kampala, Uganda. Can close my phone now. Kampala, Uganda. That's where I grew up with my mom. My dad was already here. And excuse me, guys. And but for the little time that I was in Congo, I still have a few memories, good memories, by the way, which I cherish every day. Because I never knew that a time would come that I had to leave my home. And you know, for me, living, it wasn't because of war, which is, you know, reason to many of us. But for me, it was because my dad was sick, and you know, we found a way to come and meet him here. But you know, in Congo, if you go back in Congo, me growing up, what I saw is my mom aja mu murima guhinga, gutoragura inkwi, doing those kind of things, you know. My aunties as well, my uncles' wives. Bakazana ibiryo mu rugo, bagateka, mind you, they didn't go to the store. They went to get those things out straight from the ground. That's how they did it. So, you know, I compare it to us, the females of now, the ladies of now. We depend so much on many things like washing machines, you know, cooking machines, microwaves, fridges, all those kind of things. We didn't have that in Congo. They didn't have that, but we always find a way to make it happen. The women always find a way to make it happen. That's why I said, Banyamulenge women should be respected, and they're heroes. And you know, it just amazes me how they did it. Imagine not having a washing machine, you know, now that you have it, because I know many of you guys don't wash your clothes with your hands. Do you? Ninde hano ukichoza imyenda yiwe n'amaboko? I don't believe you, especially the guys. You do? That's good, that's good. Jewe. Go, you're lying. Are you lying? Let's believe him. Let's give him the benefit of the doubt, guys. I believe him. I believe him. Okay. Jewe reka mbabwire. You know, there's this, hariho quote abantu bakunda gukoresha bavuga ngo, you can, it goes something like, somebody help me if you know this quote. You can, something about, you can't take the village out of somebody. All right, thank you, thank you. That's exactly what I wanted. Not to use it as an insult, but let me tell you guys, my mom still wash especially like the white clothes. Like you see that t-shirt my dad is wearing? She's gonna wash it with her hands. I know your mothers do the same, don't they? Exactly. They do? Okay, because my mom does. She washed all our white clothes with her hands because, you know, to her, the machine is gonna mess up, you know, the clothes. It's just gonna, machine. So, and I've took that from her though. That's something that I've took from her. I've learned so much from her, you know, and I'm not here to brag, but I've learned how to cook from her. I've learned how to do so many things at a young age. from her, including doing that. I wash my white clothes with my hands because I also have the same mentality that if I put it in the machine, it's going to be ruined. But it's not a bad mentality because that's how they grew up. You know, that's how they were raised, and that's what they believe in. But from what I was, the point that I was trying to make is that hano twege abakobwa b'iki gihe dufite ibyuma byo kutwogereza amasahani, dufite amamashini ashusha ibiryo, dufite amafirigo, hariho n'amashini noneho bari mu kugura ateka, siko? Naje nzanye koresha mwari mu rugo, like you fry things, the oven, you know what I'm saying? Those things we didn't have in Congo. We still don't. They're still not there. But, you know, with all that thing, with all those things in the house, she still chooses to do everything with her hands. You know, and it's the passion and it's just incredible. I admire that about Banyamulenge women, and most African women, by the way. They like to do things with their hands. They don't like they don't like to depend on anyone doing anything for them, including a machine. Like some of us right now. Abakobwa b'iki gihe, gushira imyenda mu cyuma, you know, the cooking machine, everything. So everything does, like we depend on so many things that we don't realize how lucky we are. We are so lucky. We are so lucky. Hano ko turavuga ko turaseka, but let me tell you, abagore bakiri muri Congo bakora ibintu byose n'amaboko. Ta muntu bafasha umugabo umuziki wacu muri culture yacu, mu mico yacu umugabo gusa abamunka. Je nakuze mbona gusa bamudogo na bamuyobora. All my uncles, they're milking the cows, they're taking the cows out to eat grass. That's all they did. You know, that's all they did. They don't come and cook, they don't clean, they don't do that. Even now, I believe it's still running in the culture. Many guys don't help your sisters out. You guys need to help your sisters out. Muzamufasha ba sister banyu, siko? Siko? Ninde anatufasha sister wiwe? Ninde uzufasha sister wiwe hano? Muzamureka kubesha, ndabazi. I know you guys. Stop lying. When did it become a culture thing not to help your sister? Help your mom, help your sister. You understand? No, you don't. I'm joking with you guys. Ariko nyine nukuri bino ibintu byo kuvuga ngo umugabo ngo ntagwaze ngo guys don't go in the kitchen. None ujuje gukora iki uwatora ibiryo bamaze guteka. Muza mufasha abagore banyu, mufashe mama banyu, mufashe ba sister banyu. Help a sister out. Help your sisters. Help. Do something, guys. You cannot just sit in the house and wait for your mom to cook for you. Mama wavuye ku kazi, mama company yarushe, and you're waiting for your mom to cook for you? Guys, I have brothers, and I'm gonna tell you guys, my brothers didn't help me with nothing. I'm sorry. My brothers didn't help me with nothing. And I always ask myself, is this like a curse in the family or what? But it's a culture. You know, I will have fights with my brothers about that thing. But thank God now they moved out, you know? And I have to deal with less dishes. And mind you, we have a dishwasher, but I don't use it. It doesn't. I want to use my hands and clean the dishes so good that so what I can say is this, guys. We are so lucky. We don't know how easy we have it. The women back home, they did everything. That is so much. That's why you have to respect your parents. You have to literally help your parents because they've did so much. When your mom sits in the couch and she's like, she's really tired because she's tired. Your parents have done so much for you guys. It's time that you return, do something in return to help them, especially for our mothers, Our mothers are heroes. All mothers are heroes. Yes. And for the women, for the younger generation, you know, the ladies that are getting engaged, or for the ones that are still, you know, no boyfriends. Yeah, I'm talking about myself. So for the ones that are still, you know, no boyfriends, no any of that, but learn from your mom, okay? Learn how to cook. Learn how to do things. You cannot be in a man's house and be the man. No, that cannot happen. Ningo turi muri America, umugore ni umugore kandi umugore azoguma aba umugore, umugabo ni umugabo. You understand? Learn your roles. Do your role as a woman and let the men do their role. And if the man is not doing the role, you know what to do. You know what to do. You don't know what to do? You don't? How old are you guys? Oh my God, guys, no, listen. I'm not encouraging divorces. No, I'm not. No, I cannot encourage divorces because that's not in our culture. Because there's, you know, guys, I've seen so much, but women, stick with your husband because you're not going to find anything better outside. But for sure, men, treat your women right. If you want her to stay, treat her right because these women now, they will go. They're going to leave you and you're going to cry. You understand? So, abasore muzamufata abagirlfriend banyu neza, abagore banyu neza, abagabo nabo, treat your women right. Abagore, guys, everybody played their role. But I'm not here to, I was here to why am I talking about this? But I want to say that thank you guys so much. Kubantu Tegeti conference. It was Kazungu. Thank you so much. God bless you. And everybody else that had a hand in this. Thank you so much. Thank you. We see you and we appreciate you. As the youth that want to do something, they want to, you know, have something to do back home. We are very happy and we appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. This is what I've always wanted. I've always wanted this. I want us to come together as a community because I've seen that, you know, most when Mulenge come here and we tend to like, you know, separate ourselves. But you know what? In Congo, we all live together. You will share, you know, we all live together. We shared water. We shared, you know, imirima. We shared everything. Like, why not? Why now? You want to separate yourselves? No, we have to come together as a community. And dukundane chane. Let me tell you guys. We have to love one another. Stop the jealousy, stop the hatred, stop the, you know, the separating each other. We need to come together and love one another because we are a small minority in Congo. And guess what everybody does? They discriminate us. The other majorities don't want anything to do with us. Why? Why is it that we have to continue that here? We have to come here and love each other because we as a small minority, if we're not gonna love ourselves, nobody else is gonna love us. So let's spread love and just do what you have to do as a person to help out back home. Thank you. Thank you guys so much.
arakoze cyane munyemere tumuha amashi menshi. Twihuta reka twakire Chantal. You're welcome.
Hey guys. I hope everybody's doing great. I'm not a public speaker, so I'm a bit nervous. But my name is Chantal Mado. I'm from the Democratic Republic of Congo, specifically from the Banyamulenge tribe. Nanje navukiye muri Congo, hariya mugatanga ku Ndondo. Ndi umunyabyinshi mwisho w'abasegege. Today I'm here to talk about the injustice against the Banyamulenge people. But before I get into my speech, I want to say thank you to Danny, Ornella, Yvette, and Fisto for coming from all the way from Boston. And thank you, Kazungu, with your people for organizing this conference. Like I said, today I'm here to talk about the injustice against the Banyamulenge people. I'm here to talk about the decades of long struggles against the Banyamulenge people. We've endured discrimination, violence, and dehumanization, which persists till this day. The harmful labels that we get called by our fellow Congolese people, we got called invaders, foreigners in our own country, but we are part of the Congolese fabric from the eastern part of Congo. The Banyamulenge community has faced a lot of challenges, including unfair treatment, violence, and lack of access to basic needs like education, healthcare, and jobs. This has led to a cycle of poverty. For us to address this issue, it's important to recognize the humanity and dignity of the Banyamulenge people. And we need to advocate for them. As the youth, we need to work together for a future where community can live in peace, dignity, prosperity, so that the Banyamulenge can live in peace. Because the Banyamulenge struggles are a global concern that requires a collective response. One of the biggest things that we, the Banyamulenge people, are lacking is the lack of representation and voice in decision-making. Supporting community-led initiative and organizing can help amplify the voices of the Banyamulenge people. Economic empowerment is also crucial and can be achieved through access to education, job training, and economic opportunities. Anik talked about education, and she also talked about how we can advocate for our people. And Janet also talked about healthcare, and women, what they need. Personally, people might ask me what motivates me to speak about these issues. I remember back in, I think, 2017 when people were getting burned alive. I was maybe 14 years of age, and it was very disturbing. I was not into well connected with the Banyamulenge people. I was with white people, Congolese people, the one that called us invaders in our own country. When I saw what was happening to our people, it killed me. I was like, when it comes to other people getting hurt or having struggles, I'm always reposting or talking about them, but when it comes to the Banyamulenge people, I don't speak up. I wondered why. That's because I had no knowledge on what was going on back home. That's when I took the time and asked my parents to teach me more about it. Because I remember back in the days, I couldn't even say 10 different miradas, but now I can say about maybe 11 or 12. Also, people ask me what motivates me to talk about the issue back home, specifically in Congo, to the Banyamulenge people. Now, well, in general, Congo is also bleeding, but where are they when Banyamulenge people are bleeding? They're always quiet. And when it comes to us, the Banyamulenge youth, we always speak up for Palestine, Israel, but we never repost for our own people. And I ask you guys to learn more, talk to your parents, because they know more about our home than we do. Because I came from Congo when I was 3 years old, so I don't know anything. But I sit my parents down and I ask them to get more knowledge so I can know what I'm talking about or what I'm protesting about. I want to see that my people treated with dignity.